Okay, double angle formulas. So here's the sine double angle formula. Sine of 2a is equal to 2 sine a times cosine a. These are meant to pretty much help us. I'll give you a simple example. Let's say we're trying to find sine of 90 and you want to use double angle formula. Well, if we're trying to find sine 90. That means a is going to be equal to 45, right? Because 2 times 45 is 90. Now, of course, you know your unit circle, and you're going to say, well, sine of 90 is 1. That's all we need. We're good. Which you're right. But just to go through the process so you understand how this works. And so a is 45, as we said, so it'll be sine 45, cosine 45. They're both equal to root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2 times 2. And when we multiply it out, these 2's will cancel, and I'm left with root 2 times root 2 over 2, which is going to be 2 over 2, which is 1. So it works. It actually does work. Let's do some more practice with this, though, in a few other different ways. All right, so I'm giving you sine a is equal to negative 3 over 5, and I'm saying that a is in quadrant 3. So I want to find what sine of 2a is. Now, as you might remember from our last slide, or have written down at least, sine 2a is equal to sine a, 2 sine a times cosine a, right? I don't know what cosine a is. I should probably find that out. So what I'm going to do, as we might recall, remember this? Of course you do. Yes. What I'm going to do is throw that negative 3 over 5 into our Pythagorean identity square. Cosine squared x equals 1. That's going to get us 9 over 25. Because you square the top and the bottom. Don't leave one out. Subtract that 9 over 25 to the other side, and you get cosine squared x equals 16 over 25. Square root, and you're going to cosine x is equal to 4 over 5. Now, it's cosine, or it's going to be a in this case, cosine a. Now, is it equal to negative or positive 4 over 5? It's negative 4 over 5. Why? What information did I say right here? A is in quadrant 3. If it's in quadrant 3, your x value and y value are both negative. Okay, so it's going to be negative 4 over 5. So when we solve for this, solve for sine of 2a. Sine of 2a is equal to 2. Sine a is negative 3 over 5. Cosine a is, as we said, negative 4 over 5. Multiply that all up. We'll get 12 over 25 times 2. And then multiply, you get 24 over 25 as your solution. All right, let's prove these two are equal. So if I FOIL this left side out, I'm going to get sine squared x, and I'm going to get plus cosine squared x, and then I'm going to get minus 2 sine x cosine x. And what do I notice when we FOIL it out? Sine squared x plus cosine squared x is 1. Hopefully you still remember that. And then I see this minus 2 sine x cosine x. That should look familiar, right? That's your double angle formula for sine, right? So, therefore, we did it. Not 2, sine 1 minus sine 2a. Or x, because we're doing with x's. There we go, we did it. Now, with the double angle formula for cosine, there's actually 3 options. Or 3 ways we can solve depending on what you're given and what you might need to do. So go ahead and pause, write these down. As you can see, it could equal cosine squared a minus sine squared a, 2 cosine squared a minus 1, and 1 minus 2 sine squared a. So go ahead, pause, write these down, and we'll do some practice with it. So we're going to use the same example from earlier. So if I'm given sine a, probably the easiest thing to do would be what? Use the one that only has sine a. So I'm going to use this one. And then we put it in. not equals 1 minus 2, negative 3 over 5 squared. That's going to get us 9 over 25 times 2, and then 1 minus all that. So it'll be 1 minus 18 over 25, which is going to be 7 over 25. So your solution is 7 over 25. Yeah. All right, a new proof. Prove these two are equal. So what do we know about double angle of cosine? And I want to make it equal to the left, and I know cosine squared theta is on the other side. So what do I know about double angle? So I see that one of my three forms has simply 2 cosine squared theta minus 1. Right? I picked this one because I know that my left side needs to be just cosine squared theta. So I picked the one that only had cosine squared theta and no sine in it. I thought that made most sense. So 1 minus 1, 0. Sum this over 2. And look, 2's cancel. Hooray! We did it. Cosine squared theta equals cosine squared theta, and we did it. Good work. And finally, a double angle for a tangent. Go ahead and pause this, write it down. We'll do a little practice with it. And what I want you to do is just simplify what's in red here. So when we simplify what's in red, so what's a equal to? A is equal to 3 pi over 8, right? So if we're using our double angle, it would be tan of 2 times 3 pi over 8. And 2 times 3 pi over 8 is going to be 3 pi over 4. And you should know what tan of 3 pi over 4 is, because it's on your unit circle, which is going to be equal to, yes, negative 1. Because it'd be positive root 2 over 2 over negative root 2 over 2. Root 2's over 2's cancel, and 1's negative, 1's positive, it'll be negative 1 for an answer. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in class. Bye-bye now.